that bitter and hasty nation. You know, that's how he said, man, look, when I was working up over there in the North Shore area by Chicago, it's full of Amalekites, man, and fake Jews. Some people are hasty as hell, man. You know?
Is that something?
37 up?
Yep. All right, Rob, what do you want?
37 and...
Start from verse 1.
Yeah, start from 1.
This is Ezekiel 37 and verse 1. The hand of Yahweh it's like it was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones and caused me
that valley that's full of bones is Israel. You know, Israel is that valley. You know?
Go ahead.
And caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord power, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones.
Yeah, prophesy on these bones and say, O ye dry bones. And isn't that what Abba Bivens did? Isn't that what High Priest Zaiquad did? High Priest Ariana, you know, King Marsha, the apostles, they prophesied to the bones, which is Jake, that were very dry. I mean, they had no life. You know, they didn't have any sinews yet. Look, ye dry bones. You know, and that's exactly what we're doing in Israel now today. And we're telling Israel, like, look, y'all are dry bones. I'm trying to get y'all.
No truth.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you to pull these sinews together so you can become whole. You know? Go ahead.
O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh.
Somebody grab Ezekiel 3. Ezekiel 2. Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord power unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into them.
I will cause breath to enter
into you.
What that breath represents.
Come.
Get it. Get what the breath of life is. It's Apocrypha, Wisdom of Solomon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is ultimately the knowledge.
God,
and then go into John, the 20th chapter. At the end of it tells you that the Lord breathed upon them. He had breathed upon the disciples that they may know what? Understand the scriptures. So that breath represented the knowledge of the truth. You know?
Is that the same breath that was in the beginning?
Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
Adam. There you go. Same breath.
Oh, and yes, that breath was with Adam. That breath represents the name of the Most High. You know? That's the breath.
Okay.
You know? The breath, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, that's the breath. When you look up the name, when you look up name in the Hebrew, it actually says, you look up spirit, it says breath.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Harakah, which means to be animated, to breath, to be breathed life into. You know, and we know that spirit is Yahweh and Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
Thus saith the Lord of power unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live.
Nope.
And I will lay sinews. And I will lay sinews upon you, and I will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin.
And you see it said, I will breathe into you, you shall live. What did Yahweh Shai say to the Samaritans? He said, these are the waters of everlasting life. Which whoever drinks of this water shall not thirst again.
That's right.
You know? So, like the brother said earlier, that breath is the knowledge, man. You know? To bring those bones alive.
Yep. Go with your precept.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 24. It says, for wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath, the power of the Most High.
That's right.
And a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty.
That's right.
Therefore can no defiled thing fall into it.
That's right.
Yeah, because wisdom is, it's an everlasting. It's an everlasting, man. I can't even put no words to it. It's everlasting.
The wisdom of Yahweh Shemel Shai, pure. You know?
The only clean things shall come into.
one of these old purified 7 times.
That's it. It's a more on that, but hold it after that. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, precept, because you mentioned Abba Bivens, which was Elijah in the reincarnation. This is Malachi 4 and 5. It says, "Behold, I send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord Yahweh."
So, for those of you who don't believe that Abba Bivens, was John the Baptist or Elijah the prophet in reincarnation, break this down for me. It says he will send Elijah before the notable and great day of the Lord. Elijah already died by the time Malachi came around. So what was this talking about, man?
And then they shouldn't even believe they're Israelites.
That was the reincarnation part.
If you don't believe that, then you shouldn't even believe they're Israelites.
Because when you look at the prophecy, this shows the beginning of the great awakening that niggas started saying didn't fucking happen.
Hey, get what we read in camp about that second Esdras. The 7 day of silence.
God.
This gonna prove the great awakening. But go ahead, you got some more?
7:30.
Just one verse a little bit more. Verse 6 says, "And he shall turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to the fathers."
He shall turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the hearts of the children to their fathers. Meaning that Israel will come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, and come back to learning from their forefathers, learning the scriptures, man. And when did that happen? When has that happened since the Roman Empire, since 70 AD to now? When has that happened? It hasn't happened, man. It's happening now.
That's right.
Well, the Christians think that happened for them.
God damn.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah, and all these Catholics and all these different people.
Let me show y'all what Job said, man. Check this out. This is Job chapter 33. I'm going to start at 3 and read from 4. It says, "My word shall be of the uprightness of my heart, and my lips shall utter knowledge clearly. The Spirit of the Most High have made me, and the breath of the Almighty have gave life."
Damn, that breath. Hey, get that in John. Bible shot when you how much I said that. Okay, you got something? Go ahead.
All right. What
John 20.
Okay, no.
I got it right.
Yeah, you get what you got up.
This is Rock, Ecclesiasticus 1 and 4 says, "Wisdom hath been created before all things, and the understanding of prudence from everlasting," man. So wisdom, like to back up on what the brother had asked, wisdom has been there.
That's right.
It was that breath that Yahweh blew into man.
That's right.
All right. And really the Israelites.
Yeah.
Because when you go even deeper into that, the other nations, man, they weren't given the understanding that we was given. That's why we're able to go into the scriptures and dissect it the way that we do.
That's right.
Right? Because Lord willing, we those men, which, like the elder Malcolm always says, if it ain't us, then who the hell is it, man?
Who doing this?
Exactly.
Who doing this work like this?
Exactly.
Who waking up the elect, man?
Yeah. If it wasn't Abba Bivens, then who was it? Who was Elijah that came then? It goddamn wasn't Yohana.
Because that breath was giving us life, right? It's what's also going to keep sustaining us throughout all this tribulation, man. It's Isaiah 33 and 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure."
That's right. Simple. Got something?
Yeah, you want John?
Yeah, get that, John.
This is John, chapter 20, verse 29. It says, "Yahweh said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have seen and yet have believed." And many
Have not seen.
it says, and have not
This ain't it. Where it says, it may be 21. Where it says, then he breathed upon them.
Yeah, that's Luke. I got that right here.
Okay, Luke 24?
Kind of.
Okay, that's what it was. Go ahead, Salakia. I got it wrong.
Chapter 24, verse 44 says, "And he said unto them, These are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses and in the prophets."
Yeah, so and that's another thing, when Yahweh came on the scene, a lot of the Old Testament, so to speak, things begin to be fulfilled. But not all things was fulfilled, man. Okay? To that nigga Alton Johnson, he said when Yahweh said it is finished, all the prophecies was done, or something like that. No, man. Certain prophecies was over with, but we still didn't get the prophecy of Revelations. Some things in Genesis didn't even come about yet.
We prophesying part. It says, and in the prophets and in the Psalms concerning me. Then opened he their understanding that they might understand the scriptures. Hold on 1 second.
You read past it.
Nope, that's different scripture. John 20:22 says, and when he had said this, he breathed on them.
There we go.
And said unto them.
So what did he do? Blow his breath on them? Come on, man.
No, you gave him wisdom, man.
He breathed on them, right?
Understanding,
He
man.
gave him understanding.
He just read it in the previous verse.
You
You know? He didn't just go up to him and
You got it. Hey, that's some shit that Christians will believe, man. He breathed on them and they all fall out and shit. Everybody fall out. Stupid ass.
Oh, he gave him the breakdown, man.
That's right.
Why when they asked him, they said, why do you speak to these people?
Man, pure parables.
He said, because it is given to you to understand the secrets of the kingdom.
That's right. That's right.
You know?
It says, and he breathed on them and said unto them, receive ye the Holy Spirit. And that's the breath, man. So when he said he breathed on them and received ye the Holy Spirit is the breath, man. Harakah, which means to be animated or to be animated or to be influenced.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you influenced by, man? We're purely influenced by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's what moves us to go out on the highways and byways and teach relentlessly some shit that you guys don't do, man. Claiming that, there's no great awakening, or we ain't got no more highways and byways. There's no RFID shit. All the crap that y'all are teaching against, meaning that you are influenced by what? Satan, man. Mm-hmm. You're influenced by the spiritual demon Satan, or the physical demon Esau. Right. If you sold out in that, you know.
Hey, to prove that it's the Holy Spirit, this John 6 and 63 it says, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing.
That's right.
The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
See, that's your Howard side, man. Come on, man. You can't get around it. You can't get around it, man.
Hey, wait, look for them. This is what we read right here. It says, verse 64 says, but there are some of you that believe not. For Yahweh Shai knew from the beginning who they were that believed not, and who should betray you.
See, that's why we don't give a damn about the 2/3, man. All right, and in there, Yahushua knew that Judas was gonna portray him, but just like the rest of you niggas, man, y'all betrayed the Lord, man.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 17. It says, now the Lord is that Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty.
That's right.
It says, but we all, with open face, beholding as in a glass the glory of the Lord, are changed into the same image from glory to glory, even as by the Spirit of the Lord. You know, and we're being changed into that image now, like we were talking about sons of the Most High. We are being changed into the image of the Most High. I mean, our character is being shaped and changed to that of the Most High.
The likeness.
Yeah, the likeness of the Most High, man.
Yep.
That's why it says where the Spirit is, there's liberty.
Yeah.
You know?
Just
so
like
we get freedom from this world when the Spirit deals with us, man. You know?
Just like in Genesis 1 and 26, where the angel Elohim said, "Let us make man in our image."
Yeah.
He gave him order, man. You know, he gave men order. Mm-hmm. He gave men, the seven senses, man. And that's what we are trying to ascend to, or ascend back to, Flocky.
Right. They talk about that liberalism that
we don't get liberated from that shit.
No, it's talking about the liberty to be doing the things correctly under Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, to have that freedom, man.
That's liberty.
From the bondage of sin.
That's liberty.
You know?
Real liberty.
To being obedient unto him, man. That's real liberty. Yeah, brother.
Yeah,
free from sin.
Right.
Yeah.
Free from sin. That's the liberty, man.
Blessed is he whose sins are not imputed on him.
Yeah. And the Spirit bring forth our righteousness. You know? In the Spirit, we're righteous.
That's right. Get that. You got something about? Ahmad.
Yeah, but then you got people that say, "What spirit?" Right?
Go back to Isaiah 47. Go back to that Ezekiel 37. Go ahead.
This is the book of Amos 9 and 11. It says, "In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David, that is fallen.
That's right.
Close up the breaches thereof."
That's what we're doing, man. We're closing up the breaches, man. We're putting the pieces back together. We're connecting the dots. Okay, that's putting the breaches back, man. All right, which is what the tabernacle of David, which consists of the northern and the southern, man. Okay, we got one of the northern kingdoms right here, man. All right, this Parham, man, Ephraim, man, and then we got Judah, and then we got one right here. This is Gad. All right. So this is the northern, all right, and then the southern coming together, man, right before your fucking face, man.
Sticks.
These are the two sticks right here. All right. So you can't tell us that we ain't waking up, man.
Yeah, because they cast our cords and they burst our bonds.
But yep.
And they broke our whole brotherhood.
Yeah.
You know.
Go ahead, Doc.
It says, Amos 9:11, I'm going to read over. It says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
Because it fell. All right. And now we're building it back up. Okay. Go ahead.
It says, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins and build it as in the days of old.
See, raising up the ruins, building us in the days of old. And we got to remember, in the time of King David, he had all the nations up under him in subjection. So what does that leave for you motherfuckers, man? Everybody's finna be under us, man. Under the Israelites, man. All right? When King David ruled, he had all the other nations underneath him, man. Specifically Esau, Edom.
And he also was ruling over both the kingdoms, man.
That's
because
right.
the split didn't happen until Rehoboam and Jeroboam.
Rehoboam and Jeroboam, yep.
You know? Yeah. You know, so hey, when it says the tabernacles of David, it's talking about the whole nation of Israel. The
That's right.
sticks that were together before they were broken off. Man.
That's right.
You know, that's what's being built back up.
Y'all ain't finna deny us what we know, man. Y'all ain't finna break our spirits, motherfucker. Man, this shit's over. Well, get what's that in Isaiah? Shall not wax pale, man. It didn't go into that word pale because it means weak. You know.
Back then, it mean actual hell. No.
No, yeah, it has to be corrected.
I got a 7 days of silence.
That's the manifold wisdom, though.
Yeah.
That scripture you just brought out about David closing the breaches.
Amos 9:11.
Amos 9:11 goes with that the stick.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Doc.
It's a precept.
Yep.
In 2 Ezra chapter 7, verse 30, it says, and the world shall be turned into the old silence.
No, go. You gotta read into that.
2 Ezra chapter 7, verse 26, it says, behold, the time shall come that these tokens which I have told thee shall come to pass.
Yeah, which is the tokens is the prophecies, man. All right, go ahead.
And the bride shall appear, and she...
Who is the bride?
Y'all sure?
The bride is the elect.
Yeah, the bride is the bridegroom now.
Oh, yeah.
The bride is the elect. Go ahead.
It says, and the bride shall appear, and she coming forth shall be seen, that now is withdrawn from the earth. And whosoever is delivered from the aforesaid evils shall see my wonders. For my son Yahushua shall be revealed with those that be with him. And they that remain shall rejoice with him 400 years.
Yeah, and those that were still on the earth at that time is going to rejoice within 400 years of the time span from Ezra all the way until the Roman Empire, until Yahushua came. So that's when everybody began to rejoice, because it was a known thing through prophecy. They had to go to the scriptures to see when Yahushua was going to come, when was the Savior going to come. So that's why they was all rejoicing. That's like when we brought out earlier, the Asherite woman, she rejoiced to see Yahushua. You know, and then I believe it was somebody else.
One in Luke.
The sick man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was about to pass. That was one.
One of his thing before. Yeah, he
died. He wanted to see.
He wanted to see. Yeah, get that, and then get the one about the sister. So we can prove that they were rejoicing, and then get Matthew to prove that they was rejoicing.
Because when you read 2 Ezra 14, it tells you that Ezra, he broke down the parts of the world. And he said there are 12 parts, and the 10th part is gone. And Elarama broke down the time span from Ezra to Yahushua.
It was roughly 400 and something years. Yep.
It says,
hold on, let them get about the Asherite sister and Luke, and then get about the brother who he didn't give up the ghost until Yahushua was born.
I'm on that Facebook now. Wait.
Okay, come. Well, you know, read that while they find those two.
This is book of Isaiah 29 and 22. It says, therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, who redeemed Abraham concerning the house of Jacob. Jacob shall not be ashamed, neither shall his face wax pale. Yeah, man, Jacob shall not be ashamed, neither his face wax pale, man. And we're not ashamed. Okay? We're not weak anymore. We know who we are. We're not calling ourselves
African American anymore. Our face ain't waxing pale. I mean, we got the strength to. Hey, what the other scripture where it says, then they begin to surname themselves by Jacob. You know.
Isaiah.
Yep. Go ahead. Get that 40. Get that.
What's that key word?
What you say again?
Pale. That word.
Isaiah 41?
Isaiah 44.
44.
Yeah, get that. You're right. Got it. Isaiah.
It's like in 3 or 4.
That's the word for pale.
57.
Chaver. It means to be white, grow pale.
Go right. That definition is weak. The definition of
So what's the strong saying?
yeah, what the strong say, because it should say weak.
It says, as with shame.
See, as with shame. So our face, we won't be ashamed anymore. We know, because Jake used to be ashamed of Jake ashamed of being called fucking black, man.
Yeah.
Jake being ashamed, because it was a time where it was where you call yourself black or all black or we evil. They made that stigma if you black you dirty and shit like that. So at this time, man, our face on wax pale because we got the confidence that we know that we are the Israelites. Ain't nothing that you motherfuckers can tell us that we ain't the Israelites, man. It's too much proof. Our spirit lights up when we read these scriptures, man. When things happen, your body tingle.
Yeah.
Can't tell us we ain't the Israelites, man. Fuck out of here.
At the end of the day, this is based on faith. And if you don't believe, you a nigga that can't get it, we don't give a damn.
Pretty much.
You gonna die in America, man.
The faithful shall die in the unfaithful.
That's right.
But
You got something? Go ahead.
The word for that for pale is chawar. Chawar. It means to figuratively to be. Let me see. Oh, it says figuratively to be splendid, noble. Some traces of this information. No, let's go.
They got a couple of definitions for pale. You go ahead with your scripture.
I got the brother that
That's Isaiah 44:1.
Yep.
Isaiah 44:1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen, thus saith the Lord that made thee, inform thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou
Jeshurun means the first. It wasn't Slocky, but we do Jeshurun.
He just said it.
I just say Slocky. It means the first.
Yeah. The first of what? Now you're saying, go ahead.
And thou, Jeshurun, whom I have chosen, for I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground.
See that? That goes right back to that Ezekiel. We start off with the Ezekiel. We was dry. We didn't have no knowledge. We didn't have the truth. Okay? So now the Lord is gonna pour that water upon us so we can start sprouting like we're fruit, we're seeds. The seeds need what? Water to grow. Okay, we are those seeds that's planted in the earth. And right, we need the light. Right, exactly. We need the light. We need the water. We're those plants that start to sprout up and bear fruit, man.
You know how Jake know spiritually where we are? Tupac, you know what I'm saying? He had I read a poetry book he made. It's called The Rose That Grew From Concrete. The roses that's grown from concrete.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying?
So spiritual.
Through impossible odds, we received the spirit. They spent trillions of dollars trying to keep us from receiving the spirit. They don't understand it's the spirit.
That's it.
More than that.
Go ahead, Al.
I'm gonna start over. Isaiah 44:3. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. And I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessings upon thine offering.
And what the blessings is what? This wisdom. Keep going on.
And they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the water course.
So wherever that water is, which we know it's on the internet, all right, that's the wisdom They're waking up. So wherever the word goes, that's where they're sprouting up at.
That's right.
Go ahead.
One shall say, I am the Lord's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hands. With his hands
Shall write with his hands. Go ahead.
shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord, and surname himself by the name of Israel.
So surname is your last name.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
what brothers are doing. They're waking up. They're writing their names. And you writing it in the Hebrew.
Yep.
We're naming ourselves. That's what we call it. You know, I but Yahweh.
Bun Yasharala,
Yeah.
right, yep.
That's how we know each other.
Yeah.
Spiritual signature.
That's right.
We call it